Hello, darlings. Yes, we're finally here. And as I promised in my Instagram, like it's been long overdue since I promised to give you a video and start my YouTube channel. And here I am, right? So this will be my first ever video and it's going to be unedited. So I'm going to spill all the teas about my wild ride from the Philippines, Japan, and now the land of opportunities, land of dreams, land of whatever you want, USA. And grab your drink, grab your favorite drinks, whatever it is, martinis, soda, whiskey, wine, coffee, boba, milk. But of course, I advise you to grab your favorite tea. And here's my tea from Berkeley of Hot. Yes. Get comfy and let's get into it. For those people who knows me very well, those my friends who know who you are, I'm not gonna shout out all of you because it's gonna be like an hour just for shout out. So I have my cheat sheet. If you're from Haas or whatever university you are from, some courses you will be allowed to have a cheat sheet. So yes, I have a cheat sheet for my outline. And a big shout out to my friend Carmela. And yes, for those my friends who knows me, don't spill the tea about Carmela, okay? Yes. So let's start with the basic. I'm half Japanese, half Filipino. Yes, that's why my name is Sakura. I'm a Japanese. I don't look like, but I am. And I was raised by a single mother. Get your index card and put it in your notes because you're gonna hear it for this full month for my upcoming videos. In the beautiful island, 7,100 island in Southeast Asia, Filipinos. Yes, in the Philippines. We're the land of a lot of Miss Universe. And I have two siblings. I have two brothers who are happily married. I hope, right? Because it's been ages. So they must be happy. And with their own kiddos, all of them are living in Japan. And I can tell, like, my nephews and my nieces love me. So I might be the coolest aunt. I think I'm the only aunt they have. Okay. So after high school, yes, I finished my high school in the Philippines in the mataas na paaralan ng Maysan National High School that is in Maysan, Valenzuela City. After high school, I moved to Japan and started working in a factory. So it is a lot of physical labor and my hands get dirty, my back hurts, I smell sweat, but it's fun, it's a mixture of fun and hardships, just like any other work, right? But I don't regret it because I learned a lot of things about people, like what motivates them to do certain jobs, even though it's hard. And for some people, because in Japan it's hard, if you don't have a degree, you don't know how to speak the language, it will be hard for you to find a job. And working in a factory is my first step. I don't regret it. I learned a lot from it, physically, labor wise, and people wise. I learned from their stories, hearing it because you're a girl. I love kids, so yes, it's fun and it's hard. Second, and hold on to your chairs. Have a drink of tea. Here's the first tea. During my interview at HBSA, I edited one of my jobs, which I think is the most important actually. But I don't feel, at the time, I don't think it's necessary to say it in that university, in that interview, because, not all people would have the same thinking or approach acceptance to the job. So here's the tea. I work as a dancer in Japan. Yes, as an entertainer. So hold on, hold on. Yes, I know the judgment is already there. I wasn't a stripper. There's nothing wrong in being a stripper or in that profession, but I don't think I am I am qualified for that one. I don't think there are guys or there are people who would want to see me naked. I don't know, but yeah, that's not the thing. I was J-pop dancer, Philippine cultural dancer, and everything, and then I get to talk to different people. Not only men, there's only also women who watch the show, and yes, I love that job. Um, because in that job, in the profession, I was able to express who I am. I was able to, you know, dress how I want. Because as a factory worker, you cannot do that. And as a translator, you cannot do dress like fashionably or anything. You cannot put makeups. I love makeups. And yes, I love that job. Aside from the glitz and glamour of being on the stage and dressing up, I also like hearing stories from different people, from different walks of life, from different status, from the people who are down and from the people who are up. I I love people and I like learning from them. Even ever since when I was in school, I like gossip more than everything. But I don't gossip, but I like listening. And through that, I learned a lot about Japanese culture, about what they are, who they are, and anything that you cannot learn from the book. There's a lot more things in life that is not written in the book. Even the most um, Nobel Prize, the best-selling book, you cannot learn those things that I've learned from talking to people firsthand, from just reading the book. I'm not saying that reading a book is bad. You won't learn anything from it. I'm not saying that. I'm learning that if you want to learn something real, you have to make a real connection to the heritage, the culture of things that you want to learn it from. So I learned a lot about culture, and with that profession, I think I managed to learn more about the language. It nourishes and expanded, increased my vocabulary, my Japanese vocabulary, which is Nihongo, and learn how to write through texting, through messaging. Because if you type it through message, you can learn it. And through that profession, I was able to sing as well because I'm your entertainer. I sing, and Japanese song is sometimes written in hiragana, katakana, and kanji. But some kanji there are hard, so there's a hiragana on the top or katakana on the top. So through that, I learned Japanese language more than reading a translated book. Second, I've been through relationships, like long time relationships with different people, like not different, maybe three almost. Yes. And as I had my longest relationship and we broke up, I wanted to be single. And then when I started wanting to be single, here comes my loving husband who was at that time in Japan. So yes, that's the story. I met my wonderful husband who's an American while he was traveling for his birthday in Japan, Shinjuku. And yes, that's how we met. And I moved here. I moved here to America. And I remember my first trip to USA. I hate flying. I really, really hate flying because I have anxiety with flying. And my first trip in USA wasn't so happy. I wouldn't say like this is the best trip. It set a standard. I'm the person who, you know, first impression last. And my first trip to USA for San Francisco is the worst. So get your tea, get your drink, and that's it. It is the worst because I was put in secondary. Yes, I have no idea why. Was it because I have three luggage? And girl, you know me, as you all know, like three luggage is very essential for those people who are like me. One luggage is for clothes, one luggage is for bags and shoes, one luggage is for PJs and toiletries. So three luggage is essential. I'm not sure if that's the reason why they put me on secondary. It's scary. Because the person who put me there was a fellow Filipino, kababayan. I was shocked. I thought it's gonna be like smooth sailing, but it wasn't, darling. So yeah, they told me to let's go here, ma'am. Okay. And then they told me like no phones, please. And okay. So what is this? It's like a quarantine. He's like, darling. So I told my husband. At that time we weren't married yet. I told him that if it reaches an hour and I'm not out here, I will move back to Japan. I'm not gonna go to USA anymore. This is so bad experience. I don't want it. Yes, it was so scary. That was 2017. Yes. So the president at that time. Yes, I'm not gonna say it, but controversial, and I don't like any controversial in this channel. We are going to have fun. You see, I'm jumping, not even I have my cheat sheet. So that's the second tip. Here's the third tip. If you want to sip your tea, go sip it. But I might, because this is a little bit your girl seems to be confident. Like, I can talk to different people, I can be who I am bubbly, you can see me smiling all the time and everywhere, anywhere. But those people around me who knows me, my family, knows that I am not like that all the time. I have anxiety. Okay? I have anxiety that to the point I experience panic attacks. Like, with no reason, you will feel like your shortness of breath. It's not COVID, huh? Shortness of breath, like you feel dizzy, you feel like you're going to fall, all of a sudden. And I think what triggers that was my first trip is secondary, and then second is like the culture is different, from Japan to here, it's very different. Like safety wise, I don't feel it. So I felt scared all the time when I go out, when there's a lot of people around. And what else? I think because I don't have that big of a family around here in USA, unlike in Japan and Philippines. Darling, we are a lot. If you call it family, it's like, Jesus Christ, it's like a classroom, and you call that a family. Yes, that's my family. So those things like scare me. It triggers that anxiety. That anxiety with a lot of people being in the same room with, I don't know what's gonna happen. And that is one of the reasons why I don't have a driver's license. Because driving in USA feels like I'm always filming Fast and the Furious movie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10, I don't know. But yes, it was like, it's so scary and I don't want it. Like, darling, no license plate, let's get an Uber. Or my husband can drive me then. And yes, I am drinking meds for that, and I'm so happy. I wish I can tell you what medicine is. It is, but yes, it's really, really helpful. Like, I've been taking it for years, and darling, I don't experience any more panic attacks. I can like talk like this without feeling like I'm getting a bit dizzy, I'm gonna pass out. No, there's nothing like that. And before I was diagnosed with that anxiety, um, I underwent lab tests like MRI, blood tests, and everything, name it, because I was like conscious. I was worried, like, what is this? Was it a cancer? Was it something brain tumor or something else? Because it's so scary. And it wasn't until my doctor told me like, maybe you are suffering from panic attack, anxiety, so let's prescribe you this medicine. Try it first. And I was happy taking that. And in the Philippines, we have this like, if you are experiencing anxiety or depression, we have this like baliw. So it means crazy, you're getting crazy. But darling, it's not. It's like people experience it, but maybe they are in denial because they don't want to be labeled like that. Or maybe their anxiety is not to the level that that I experience. To the extent that you can't control your emotion anymore, because I'm the person who listens, and sometimes what I heard, I don't say it to anyone, but I just keep it to myself. Yes, so your girl is happy and go lucky. All right, too much of the drama. And here's the next thing. So I went to USA without a degree, and at first while I'm waiting for my visa, it was so long, I got bored, darling. So that also triggered my anxiety probably, because I was bored for a year without doing anything when I used to work since I was 17. So yeah, that's a big change. And what happened is when I received my visa, my permanent visa, I enrolled in DVC because ever since I was a kid, I want to get a degree because I want to make my mama proud, and because education is the best policy. Having education is something that can't be taken away by anyone. It's an investment. It's a treasure that can't be grabbed. It can't be robbed, or it doesn't depreciate. Accounting 101, it doesn't depreciate. Unlike houses, darling, they depreciate. Land doesn't, but buildings, cars, everything, they just depreciate. But education doesn't. It's a good investment. And present. So I enrolled at DVC, Diablo Valley College, Pleasant Hill. There's two. There's Pleasant Hill and San Ramon, but I was in Pleasant Hill. So shout out to those people there. I love them so much, and yeah, they are very, very helpful. And after that, after I finished my AA at that community college, I was admitted at UC Berkeley Haas School of Business to get my BS degree for business administration. And good Lord, shout out to Monique, the first person I ever got to know and helped me a lot to get into Berkeley, and throughout the journey there, she helped me so much. And I don't think I could make it there without her, my friends, my Filipino friends, my international friends, my professors, and everything who is there. Like, darlings, I am telling you, all of them there are people. People who have brains and people who have kind hearts. Like, they will help. It's like, it's a good community. You can feel it. Hi guys, so I guess this video is long and I don't want to bore you with so much story of my life in one video. You'll be hearing it for the 2 months, because this month It's all about me being immigrant in USA. How did I get to Berkeley? How was Berkeley life? Why did I miss my graduation in Berkeley? And yes, it's going to be all about me this month. And following that, it is all about fashion, makeup, luxury, and all the things that Gen Z and millennials have in common, and what do they contribute, and all of this that friends talk about during after. I hope you guys can join me next time for more of that. And also, I want to leave you some moral story with what I shared about in this life. Life is not a perfect path all the time. Perfect path. It's a perfect journey. There's some ways here and there, and you just have to embrace it, And I want to share that weakness and doubts shouldn't be a roadblock for you guys. You have to learn how to recognize them and acknowledge it. You just don't recognize your weakness and brush it off. You just have to acknowledge it as well, and then accept it. Accepting weakness is not telling yourself that you're a loser. It is actually more of being a strong person, being a stronger one, because you can conquer it eventually. And also, I want to say that if you have experienced roadblocks or challenges in your life, use them as a stepping stone. You don't try to climb a mountain just by jumping, because you might get there eventually, but the probability that you might fall from there is steep because you don't have a backbone. But if you try to climb a mountain step by step, like one step at a time, one stone at a time, you won't fall straight. You have something to hold on to when you fail. You know what I'm trying to say? So yes. So don't try to reach everything at once. Enjoy life, savor it. It is very tasty. And yes, so I guess that's it. Bye for now. And don't forget to spread love and dream high as you want. Nothing's stopping you guys. But always remember, be you. Be as authentic as you. Don't try to hide it. Don't let anyone stop you from who you are, because you are you. And this is your girl signing off for now, and enjoy your tea. Till next time. Bye.